Addition and subtraction of surd. We are to simplify the following. Number 1, 3 root 11 plus 2 root 11 minus root 11. Number 2, root 54 minus root 24 and 2 root 20 plus root 50. Let us start with number 1. We write out the question. Now, one can only add or subtract surd if and only if the surds are similar. That is, if the numbers under their square roots are the same. Then we say the surds are similar. That is when you can subtract or add them. But if the surds are not similar, then we are to simplify each of them as far as possible to their lowest term. So for this one, we have 3 root 11 plus 2 root 11 minus root 11. If you look at the numbers under all the square root, they are the same, which means these are similar surd, and we can just add them straight on. Now, 3 root 11 plus 2 root 11. 3 plus 2 is 5, so this will give us 5 root 11. Now we have 5 root 11 minus 1 root 11. So 5 minus 1 is 4, and our final answer becomes 4 root 11. So this is the answer, and this is straightforward. Now let's go to number 2, where we have root 54 minus root 24. Now, are these similar surds? No, because the numbers under the square root are not the same. So what do? We are going to simplify them as far as possible to their lowest term. Now let's look at 54. What two numbers can we multiply to give us 54, such that one of the numbers will be a perfect square? If you think about it very well, we can see that 6 times 9 gives us 54. 6 times 9 is 54. Here, 9 is a perfect square. So we are good to go with this one. Similarly, coming to 24, we're also going to think of two factors we can multiply to give us 24. And coming to this place, we already have 6 times 9. So we're going to look for the factors such that one of them will have to be 6, since we already have 6 here. So 24 can be 6 times 4. Bearing in mind that 4 itself is a perfect square. So we're also good to go with this. Now let's separate them so that we have root 6 multiplied by root 9 minus root 6 multiplied by root 4. Now 9 is a perfect square, and the square root of 9 is 3. So we have root 6 multiplied by 3, which is the square root of 9. Then root 6 multiplied by 2. The square root of 4 is 2. Now root 6 multiplied by 3 is 3 root 6. And similarly, root 6 multiplied by 2 is 2 root 6. So here now we are having two similar surds because the number under their square roots are the same. So we can subtract them straight on. 3 root 6 minus 2 root 6 will give us 1 root 6, which is just simply root 6. And this becomes the answer. Alright, we go to the last one, which is number 3. We have the question 2 root 20 plus root 50. Looking at the numbers here, these are not similar surds. So we are going to simplify each of them as far as possible. So we have 2. So what two factors can we multiply to give us 20? That will be 4 times 5. 4 is a perfect square. So we are good to go with this first surd. So plus what two numbers similarly can we multiply to give us 50? And 25 times 2 is 50. 25 is a perfect square. You might have expected that one of the factors should have been 5, since we already have 5 here. If we are to do that, it will be 5 times 10 to give us 50. But 5 is not a perfect square, and 10 is not a perfect square either. So we cannot use 5 times 10. Hence, we go with 25 times 2. So now let us split this. The square root of 4 is 2. So we already have 2 here. Multiplied by square root of 4 is 2. 5 does not have a square root, so we put it square root of 5 there. Then plus here, square root of 25 is 5. 2 is not a perfect square, so we're going to put 2 in the under square root. So here now we can multiply these two numbers, and we have 4 root 5 plus 5 root 2. At this point, if you look at the numbers under the square root here, they are not similar. So these are not similar surd. So we can't add these two surds together. We can't add them together because they are not similar. So for that reason, this becomes the answer. We cannot simplify it further. Thank you for watching. Please share this video.